On today's edition of Not So Great Depression Cooking with Jan, we're going to be doing some rice and beans. I'm going to have a busy week of work ahead of me, and I'm not going to have time to be cooking every night. I really am going to want to come home and throw some shit in the microwave and eat, and that's it. It's going to be a wrap. I already know how my week's going to be. So I started last night and I soaked these beans, all right? When you're working with dry beans, you basically have to soak them overnight. Now there's a cold soak or a hot soak. There's different ways to soak your beans. Depending on how you soak your beans, depends on the gas that's gonna, I guess, or something. They say that like one method gives you less gas. I don't know. I don't got time for that bullshit. I put that shit in the fridge overnight, threw them in there and some water, and that's that. So I'm gonna drain those off and I'm gonna throw them in the crock pot. So basically, you're draining off that stanky ass bean water and then throwing the beans in the crock pot. So now I'm gonna take some this giant ass bag of Goya rice. This is your most basic rice you can get, cheap as hell. And now, as far as the recipe goes, I did not measure a damn thing because measuring's for bitches. So it was like maybe like a third-ish of a packet of the beans. And I got whatever I'm gonna pour in for the rice. I'll just pour. Woo! Look at that! Alright, that's enough. So that's the official one. Woo of rice is the official measuring amount. So now that I got my rice and my beans in there, I'm going to throw in a little water again. Who knows? Is it a gallon? Is it 3 gallons? Is it 3 ounces? Be damned if I know. I'm just pouring some water in there. I basically cover the beans and the rice and a little extra, I don't know. So now, I use the secret ingredient, Sazon. I don't know what the shit is, but Puerto Rican people love it, so whatever, it's going in here. So, boom, some of that shit in there. Now, later on I'm gonna throw in some veggies just because I want a full meal or whatever. But for right now, I'm going to throw in my protein. Now, I took a whole ring of, chorizo, and chopped it up. When I was at the grocery store the other day, they had it, pork products or whatever, so I just grabbed this ring of chorizo, and I figured I'd make a big-ass batch of rice and beans with it. So this is going to go right on top of the rice and beans that are in the water, and I'm just going to throw this shit in there. Now, basically, I'm pretty much done. That was more or less all I'm going to do. Actually, you know what? Screw it. While I'm here, all I could get was these country blend vegetables. It's not the usual ones I use. Well, whatever. Who gives a shit? So I threw some frozen veggies on top. Almost the bag. I'm going to save a little dime bag of veggies for some other meal. I'm gonna throw the lid on there and I'm gonna leave that shit on high, and I'm gonna do chores for a couple of hours. I got work to do here, so it's still daylight out. I don't usually eat till like late, so I'm gonna let me just show you what I got going on in there. That's my jam. So yeah, that's Not So Great Depression Cooking with Jan, and that's my rice and beans. I'll show you what happens in a couple hours. Maybe it's good, maybe it's shit. I don't know. Only one way to find out. Have a great day. All right, so we're back for the rice and beans update with Not So Great Depression Cooking with Jan. And my man Frank Zappa here is going to be checking it out. Now, I just want to say cooking with snakes is in no way sanitary. It's not something you want to do. This hand is actually clean. It's not going to touch a snake. Boom, boom, boom. But we're going to see what happened with my rice and beans. It's been a little while, and it looks like it's come together quite nicely. I left it on high for hours. Boom, everything cooked up nice. And it definitely looks edible. So I'm going to show you what we're looking at here. Got a little rice and beans there. What we're looking at in the crock pot. He ain't gonna eat it. He eats frozen rats, but I will. So that's the rice and beans worked. Hours of neglect, and now I have dinner. Have a great night.